Hey, what's good, YouTube? Welcome back to the Brown Gent. Got a ton of updates here for you today, so let's get into it. But before we do, just remember, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. Please do your own research. I'm just a guy on YouTube. And if you want very good information, coaching, guidance, and support, check out the Web3 Secret Society. Here we tell you to hold on to your crypto, what to actually grab on dips, how to actually earn airdrops. There's a couple groups I've been seeing that have been telling people to yeet their bags, and they're not happy today. If you're in our group, none of this happens, and you have a community behind you. Join the 250 or so people who find value in the Web3 Secret Society. Links in the description below. Also, please join my socials, at the Brown Gent YT on Twitter, and the bank. Follow me because, as I mentioned before, I will be doing giveaways. At the same time, you can check out my transactions and find out exactly what I'm doing. So if you want to copy trade, I don't recommend it, but if you want to see what I'm doing, what projects I'm leaving before I make the video on YouTube, follow me. It'll give you a lot of insight. Now, the market is doing incredibly well. Right now, we know that Bitcoin came from 58K all the way up to 64K in the last day and a half. Ethereum is almost at 3,500. Solana is almost at 160. Fantastic news. This is what I was talking about. We're still in a bull market. Don't listen to people like Ansem who will tell you to sell out. Ansem got actually liquidated for selling he sold all his crypto, and he shorted the market, so rightfully so, he got absolutely destroyed. This is why you got to focus on people who actually can back what they're saying up with logic and reason and not just fear and stupidity. Now, good news as well, we're expecting that the ETH ETFs can start trading next Tuesday. This came from the SEC, came out today. Market is very bullish as a result. So good news. Remember, if you do have some long, start to take profits. Like, I'm not telling you not to be bullish because I still am, but I opened up a ton of longs over the last few weeks as Ethereum was between 2,800 and 3,100. I still have some open, but I've been closing some. Still got some massive spot bags because remember, if something happens, if this ends up being a sell the rumor event, you have the ability to come back in and top up. So that's my sort of not financial advice, so just entertainment. PARCL is doing their season 1 drop today. So you can start claiming based on how many PARCL tokens you have vested. As I mentioned, links to everything that I'm going to show are in the description below. I chose to stake my entire amount of PARCL tokens that I knew I was going to get last week. I made a video about this. This means that I will get all of my PARCL tokens very early on. Okay, so if you want to check it out, you go to the PARCL season 1. You see here the allocation is up with the claim button now in green. When you click on it, you can see this starting to vest. So by the end of September, I'm going to have access to all 792.71 PARCL tokens. I could claim here, but what's the point? I'm not going to claim pennies right now, or maybe a few dollars right now. The next is the BullX update. So BullX, in my opinion, is the best meme coin sniper bot that you can find. It also helps you track your portfolios, your P&Ls, and all of that. I joined it very late, and this is phase 1 of 3 happened today, which was a 5x earning potential, but they have a few more phases before their TGE. So if you want to check it out, they are going to have their phase 2, their phase 1 early bird airdrop, their phase 2 airdrop 1, which is 65 days going on right now, right? Because the early bird just finished, and then a secret event. And remember, you can't just wash trades. So they don't want you to just open up trades and close them. You've actually got to sit there and leave trades open for more than a few minutes, I assume. So make sure you're keeping that in mind. And also, from July 15th for 65 days, you can secure your BullX and Airdrop 1 by trading on BullX, referring friends to BullX, and something else that's going to happen very soon. So definitely check it out. Very important. I think this is a fantastic opportunity to earn some tokens. These tend to be underfarmed. They're much like perpetual dexes. Now, I made a full video on the BullX airdrop guide. Told you guys to get in, 9 days ago. So you would have had 9 days of farming this to get your early access points. If you haven't already, it's not too late. I put the link to join BullX and use my referral link to get 10% off fees, as well as the link to the guide. So check it out and support yourself in trading your meme coins when you're doing so. As well, you can also support the channel. ETHFI has their update. They seem to love doing their claims and stuff in the evening. So this evening, Eastern Standard Time, on Wednesday, you can now claim your Season 2 ETHFI tokens. Now, there's an update in their Discord, which is there's not going to be a new checker before claims go live. They've gone through and updated points and integrations where necessary, and you'll see that on the front end, but you won't get notified about your form. Makes sense. They've got too many people submitting, and you're not going to receive less ETHFI than was shown in the form. And the top-ups come from the treasury and not the 5% dedicated to Season 2 allocation. And there's going to be a vesting schedule for the larger allocations. So if you haven't already, go to claim.ether.fi/season 2, link in description. Check out how you did. I got 207 ETHFI on this wallet. I got like 88 on another, and that's where I'll leave it at that. Now, the ETHFI token has done a bit of a recovery, which is not surprising, right? We expected this. Many people are always surprised when they're like, why aren't you holding on to ETHFI? It can go back up to all-time highs of maybe, $8 or maybe even $5. I'm like, well, I would rather just put that money into a more safe spot, or, that could be ETH, or I would rather just put that into a token like Brett, Bobo, some other meme coin, one that I know will sort of do better than ETHFI, which is just a governance token. But $2.36 per token, I will take that. Hopefully it holds. Last time they did the airdrop, there was a quick dip, and then it just rocketed. Be interesting to see if the same is the case on Wednesday evening. Once again, if you're interested to know what I'm doing with ETHFI and why I've gotten out of it, in fact, somebody DM'd me before I made this video. I was going to make it, but they DM'd me saying, hey, why did I notice that you're all out of ETHFI onto bank? Hint, hint, follow me onto bank so you got a heads up. This person knew exactly what was going on. But the link to the reason why that video is in the description below. The next update is on Sanctum and their cloud airdrop. So this is that unique airdrop where you get rewarded for earnest, right? So are you trying to build up the crypto Twitter, which sounds like an impossible task, let's be honest here. Well, they have their survival guide up, and basically tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern, we're going to see how much airdrop we're allocated. Now, I'm going to show you in a second how you can find that out right now, but there's a TLDR here, which is basically you get to see your allocation, and there's this thing called the Alpha Vault. Now, what the Alpha Vault does is it lets people who they claim are long-term believers, which are basically speculators, buy cloud at a potentially better price. Now, any tokens that they buy are vested, and you have to deposit USDC into the vault to buy the tokens, and this could give you a significant discount over buying on the open market. Now, your tokens will take 6 months to vest, but if you buy after the vault fills with no pricing guarantees, you get your tokens immediately. So the deposits take 2 days, and it's not first come first serve, so you can wait till the end to really decide what you want to do. That being said, the way it's going to work is the starting price of cloud is determined by the amount of USDC in the vault. There's a buying cap of 7.5 million USDC over 50, which means that the price of cloud will start at 1/10 of a penny and go to 50 cents as the max price. So that should tell you the price of cloud higher than that should not go over 50 cents, right? Now, any more than 7.5, it's basically a overflow subscription model. So just something for you guys to keep in mind. Strategically, there's a lot of choices here. So up to you. My choice and my update here is I will no longer be participating in Sanctum and Wonderland. This would ideally be the best opportunity of season 1, and obviously it's over farmed because once again there wasn't many Solana opportunities that were just for staking. So people kind of jumped into this and really diluted it, which was to be expected. But I don't plan on holding any of these other Sol tokens. I will just put it all back into Sol and look at the other opportunity, which I think is okay, which is Sol Layer. Now, Sol Layer is another one that I made a video on. Once again, check the description for the guide that I made for this. They did have an early access for episode 1 on how to get your extra rewards. I'm not putting in too much while the TVL stays, at 100 million TVL. But one thing that is important to note is this is potentially the eigen layer of the Solana ecosystem. So once again, don't go crazy on it. I'm speculating here. I'm putting this here, and we'll see how the airdrop goes. There is an APY of 8% for staking natively. Okay. The next update, by the way, and this goes back to cloud, is if you want to know how you're doing for your cloud allocation, check out this tweet. I would open this link on this computer. Unfortunately, my Wonderland/Sanctum is on another laptop because it didn't use Ledger at the time. And basically, if you open the link and you replace the wallet part of the address with your wallet address, it will give you a readout of how many tokens. It's a bunch of numbers, but the first number, you'll notice it very clearly, is about how many tokens you get. You divide that by this number, right? And you'll get how many tokens you're allocated. In my case, I believe I'm getting around 180 to 200 cloud, which, comes out to like $60, $70 in the pre-market. So, once again, it was only for a month. I didn't really have any opportunity cost in it, so it was fine, but nothing substantial, right? Like by any means, decent interest if we compare it to TradFi, but we're not supposed to compare to TradFi, right? Now you can go on here and check out cloud and definitely go to the pre-whales market. And if you want to sell some early, feel free to. Don't feel the need to just fill in these orders. You can create your own because people are still buying them between 28 and 35 cents. So don't be the sucker who just fills in for 21 cents. Maybe you sell it for like 34 or 35 or 33 and get people to fill it yourself. Okay, make sure you fill it out on the sell side, not the buy side. Okay, some people make mistakes there. The next update here is on the scroll canvas. So I was posting about this in our private group and on Twitter. If you haven't already, make sure you mint the scroll canvas, which will really tell you your pulse on the scroll network. So right now I'm at 61. Heart beats faster when you are more active on scroll. I don't know how much I believe that, but if you want a discount on minting your canvas, I've included the link to my link in the description below. And finally, the last thing is really good alpha by Insightful. So there is a Squid Router NFT that its mint will close at the end of the month, and you can pay for this with any token on almost any chain. And the idea is you want to trigger potentially a cross-chain transaction. So the idea is potentially pay from Arbitrum where gas fees are cheap. If you don't select properly, if you just pick one token, the first token it will pick is from Ethereum, and you're going to end up paying like $4 to $10 in gas fees versus paying $1 overall for the entire transaction. Now, this is a soul-bound NFT. It's time limited, and there's a potential this is worth a lot in the future. So it's going to cost you $1. So I'm speculating on it. I did that earlier today on Arbitrum. Make sure if you consider doing it, go check it out. Link in the description below. Okay. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please, please, please help me get to 12,000 subscribers. If you haven't already, smash that like button, comment below. Let me know what your thoughts are. Let me know what you want to hear about. I got some exciting news coming up. Probably going to announce it in about a month and a half. But trust me, you're going to like it when you hear about it. That being said, share the video, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Help me get to 12K subscribers. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.